Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Minecraft Bedrock Edition video. Today, guys, we're going to be going to the top 5 things you may not know about the Caves and Cliff update part 1 in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Of course, this is for version 1.17 that was recently just released, and we're going to be going through 5 things you maybe didn't know. So, grab your popcorn, grab your goats, and with that, let's get milking. So obviously, as you probably already know, a spyglass has been added into the Caves and Cliff update. Now this is nothing new. Of course, you can click on it and it will zoom. But did you know that you can actually get a bonus extra zoom simply by doing an easy step? Go to your settings, then you go over to your video section, and then you go to the area that says FOV and simply decrease it. By doing this, guys, you can actually get a further zoom, and we're going to show you right now. So we're standing in the same place, but as you can see now, if we were to zoom, you actually get a closer zoom than you did before. You can actually see the two comparisons on screen right now, just to see how much of an extra zoom you actually get. It's really pretty cool. And guys, just a little bonus tip with the spyglass: if you go into your settings area and you go to your keyboard and mouse section, you're actually going to see a thing that's called spyglass dampening. What this does is it actually controls how fast your thing moves when you scope. So for instance, if you actually turn it down, it's going to move really quickly. Like if we go ahead and look, you guys are going to see that's going to be hard to focus on something without, flying all over the place. So you have very high sensitivity. As you can see, it's kind of hard, but if you go ahead and you turn it up, it's actually going to be very slow, very smooth, so you can spy on something without, having a fit. So as you guys can see, now it is very slow and steady. Perfect if you're on a ship sailing the seas looking for pirates or something like that. Anyway, that's just a bonus tip. Let's move on. Alright guys, so for the next did you know on the list is that you actually have funny new achievements. Now, you're probably wondering, what is important about this? Why would I care? Well, there's no real reason. It's funny, but there is actually something more to it that you may be interested in. So as you guys can see, if we look at the achievements, you got these new weird ones such as the healing power of friendship, which is team up with an axolotl and win a fight. You got whatever floats your goat, which is get in a boat and float with a goat. There's wax on, wax off, which is apply and remove wax from all copper blocks. So as you guys can see, you get new achievements, but mostly the important ones are the healing power of friendship and whatever floats your goat. And actually, by doing these really, in all honesty, stupid challenges, you can actually unlock free stuff like these cool little goat floaty things, which look really cute. I mean, if you want them, all you have to do is grab a boat and float with a goat. So yeah, funny achievements in Minecraft that you may not have known, which can actually get you some free stuff. Okay guys, so the next thing is, okay, I don't know what's wrong with my copper, guys. It's glitching, save me! Alright, but besides that, many of you do know that you can actually wax copper in the new Caves and Cliff update, which basically stop the copper from changing and oxidizing so it doesn't turn to green. However, did you know that you can actually also then remove that wax that you put on simply by using an axe and slapping it? As you guys can see, the wax goes off and then bam, it can oxidize again. So maybe you accidentally put it onto a point which you don't like, maybe you don't like the copper being orange anymore and you want it to go green and oxidize, then you can actually remove your wax simply by using the axe, which is a really cool feature, which gives you some options which are always nice to have. Slap, 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 slap. Yeah, it's just funny how the new things work. Some of the new animations, guys, now looks like you're slapping someone instead of poking them. So guys, actually the next thing on the list actually has to do with this little guy, the glow squid. I don't know why this was voted into the game, but anyway, we have it now. But it actually does give us something cool. So you know what, Mr. Glow Squid, you're not completely useless. So guys, something that you can actually do with this glow stuff, which you probably may know or maybe don't know, is that now when you type something on a sign, you can actually make it much more brighter and cooler. Something you guys may not know is that you can actually dye signs and stuff simply by tapping on it with dye now. This was in the PC version, but now it's finally in Bedrock as well, which is pretty cool. However, that's not the real point. What we really want to show you is what happens if you grab glow ink sacs. So if we tap on one compared to the other one, you're going to see that it glows much more now. So this is actually what the glow ink does. It makes things a lot more brighter and glowy, which really helps because just look at that. You cannot see the high on the right, but the high on the left, you can easily see it. But there's also something else which is really cool, which you can do with the glow ink, and that's also item frame. So now if you see here, guys, this is a normal item frame that is with bone meal. And as you guys can see, this is a normal item frame with bone meal in it, nothing too crazy. However, guys, if you actually grab yourself an item frame and a glow and ink sack, you can actually make what is called a glowing item frame. Now, if you grab this item and you place it, you're gonna now see that the item frame actually glows. It pops. It looks much cooler. It's kind of got like a starburst effect to it when items are not in it, and basically it just glows and it's much more bright, so it actually pops and it shows your items much more nicer. Perfect if you have a cool little diamond, or maybe some dragon head or dragon egg or something that you want to keep and, you know, to look really cool. Then you can pop it into a glow item frame to store it forever and make it look really cool. And just look at the difference, guys. So that is the power of the glow ink. As you can see, with both items, with the item frame and the sign, it really does make a difference. Now, guys, there's actually a cool thing you can do with the axolotls in this new update. Now, you may or may not know that you can actually spawn an axolotl two ways. You can either grab yourself a bucket of axolotl from the creative inventory, which will spawn an axolotl, or of course you can just use the spawn egg like normal. However, did you know that you can actually tame axolotls? Now, before we get to that, obviously the bucket of axolotl is basically if you want to transport them. So for instance, if you want to go make a fish pond and put your axolotl in there, and you grab an axolotl from the sea using a bucket, you can then transport it and then pop it in a pond, just like what we did over here. Now, the cool thing additionally with axolotls is you can actually kind of tame them, but it's not really a tame, as they're not gonna, you know, do whatever you want. But basically you can befriend them so that they can kind of be an ally in the ocean, which they'll then kind of fight for you and swim with you, but they're not going to be tamed. So as you guys can see, what you need to do to tame them is grab yourself a bucket of tropical fish, and you just right click on the axolotl, and then it'll eat it, and then it will kind of become befriended. So it's still not fully tamed, guys. You're not going to be able to have it walk wherever you want. However, in the ocean, it's going to swim with you, it's going to have little hearts, and it's going to fight for you. So if you get into a fight, the axolotl is going to attack the enemy, as you guys can see over there. So what you didn't know is basically you can grab yourself an axolotl and then tame it with a bucket of tropical fish, and then it'll swim with you and fight for you in the ocean. So, pretty cool tip. It's quite cute to have an axolotl fighting for your side. Just keep in mind, if you leave it for too long, it's gonna lose its tame, so just keep that in mind. And finally, guys, one little small bonus hidden extra tip, or thing you didn't know, is there's actually now, if you go to the servers, there's now a place that says coming soon with a question mark, question mark, question mark. No one really knows what server it is yet. However, many people are predicting it could be something like Hypixel, so we'll have to wait and see. Anyways, guys, that's basically going to wrap it up. That is 5 things you may not know about the new Caves and Cliffs Part 1 update for Minecraft Bedrock Edition. If you learned anything new, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with any friends who may be interested in such tips or little things you didn't know. But basically, thank you so much for watching. We hope you all did enjoy. And with that, we'll see y'all next time. Enjoy the Caves and Cliffs Part 1 update.